Coming up in this extra special playoff semi-final episode of Fournilwrittenalloverit. Brimming with confidence.
We're not going to lose this evening. Without a shadow of doubt, we are going to win.
Ollie scratches Dan's head.
Hello everyone.
And I stare at a fence. Good evening, Andrew.
Yeah, good evening, Tom. What a beautiful night it is too.
Boy, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
Looking forward to the plan coming together. Kenny and I.
Is that ready to go?
Well on track, mate. Well on track.
A very good evening and a warm welcome back to the Fournilwrittenalloverit car to Ollie, mate. Welcome.
Thank you for having me back again, Tom.
This is the third time in a row, mate. Making a habit of this, aren't we?
I decided to turn up for the end of the season, didn't I?
Fantastic.
You have been busy, bud, haven't you?
And we are ready and raring to go for the playoff semi-final second leg at Fratton Park. And this is the bit where we're all positive and happy before the game, but
it's not kicked off yet, has it?
No, it hasn't kicked off, but I don't think
it has. We're half time at the minute.
Oh yeah, half time. Yeah,
sorry. Yeah, very
we better
true.
go get a hot chocolate. Way away, away, away.
Do you predict a riot?
Oh no, Tom.
Just an explosion.
We'll leave that in.
Yeah. Well, I reckon I would love to, like I said, I would love to see us go out and absolutely hammer at 4-0, Tom. I just don't see it happening with the team that Sunderland have, and they'll be up for it as well. So I would like to see us go into half-time 0-0 and then turn them over in the second half 2-0 to win 2-1.
Andrew, your thoughts?
I can't really disclose my thoughts, Tom, because I have insider knowledge as part of the plan from me and Kenny J.
Okay. You have mentioned this once or twice in the last month or so.
Yeah. It's all a big top secret, Tom, until tonight.
There we are. We'll have to wait and see.
I did want to disclose a little bit more, but I had a word with Kenny J, and he said I'm not to say a word.
Right. In that case, I won't question you anymore.
Please don't put me in interrogation, Tom. I don't like it.
Yesterday evening down at Portsmouth Historic Dockyard, myself and Ollie made a very prestigious visit to a very prestigious event. I'm going to go to my past self to explain more. So, hello to the past Tom. So thank you very much, my future self. Welcome to the Portsmouth Historic Dockyard. It's a beautiful evening on the south coast and we're looking forward to a fantastic night of film. We're going to speak to Barnaby in a second, who's the director of this Our Club premiere. And we're also going to have a chat to some of the VIP guests that are going to be here this evening as well. That was a nice little noise, wasn't it? As you can see in the background, HMS Warrior. I've got no information on HMS Warrior, only that it looks nice in the sunset. I'm with Ollie this evening and we're going to have a great night. And then hopefully a huge win at Fratton Park tomorrow night. So play up Pompey and bring it on.
It's been a real incredible journey, and I don't say that lightly. This film started out as really trying to understand the community aspect of the club. So this was back in 2014. Right. Turned up to Fratton Park on a rainy Saturday afternoon. The pitch got called off. The game got called off, and the pitch was waterlogged. And I was sat in the Chimes Lounge, and I remember Guy Whittingham, the manager at the time, walking through, and some clever ass shouted out, "Who's in the team today, Guy?" And Guy sort of, I don't know whether jokingly, or maybe I'll ask him later, said, "I don't know, it depends who turns up." And you just think, how did this... I remember watching Pompey in the FA Cup. I was down at the Arsenal game when Thierry Henry...
Were you there for that one?
Not in this one.
Right.
I would have liked to have been. It looks like, well, I don't know if it was the greatest game Pompey have ever played in, but I was, I remember going down to Pompey in the heyday, and then to come back and it to be, players, didn't know players were going to turn up on the day. You think, how on earth did it get to this? And so when you look at the community aspect of it, you've got to understand basically how it got to that stage. And that was a very interesting story, and that's really where the time and the research goes into it. And to be honest with you, it was only until about maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago we really knew the structure of what this film was going to look like. 38 protagonists, 250 hours worth of footage. You lay that out, and the project really is kind of your oyster in that sense. So to put it into an hour-and-a-half film certainly has been a challenge, but this is a gritty kind of two guys in a car chasing a football team, much like yourselves really. Going and finding out what happened, and that's been a really enjoyable aspect to it all, to be honest with you.
You can always tell a true Pompey fan, and the way to tell a true Pompey fan is if you're 4-0 up going into injury time, you turn to your mate and go, "We could nick a draw here," right? And you're never confident being a Pompey fan. regardless of the result tomorrow, this club's still going forward. You know, people don't realise Portsmouth Football Club was within less than an hour of not existing. So the fact that we're in the playoffs to possibly go up to the Championship, it's phenomenal. And so, you know, at the end of the day, tomorrow's just a football match. I know people won't agree with me, but it really is just a football match. If we win it, it'd be fantastic, and then we'll shred our nerves again at Wembley. If we don't, we'll come again next season. There's no big deal.
Right, thank you very much for that. Lovely to talk to Barnaby, and of course yourself, Ollie. Thanks for coming.
It's all right, mate.
And it was great to talk to Bob as well, the former taxi driver.
Oh yeah, Bob the taxi.
And what a fantastic film that was. If you're going to see it at any point soon, or you already have seen it, you're very lucky, because it is fantastic.
When's it out, Tom? Do we know when it's out?
Well, if you haven't got tickets, you're not going to see it. I assume it's up for download sometime soon, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, let's get down to Fratton Park. It's a massive evening on the south coast, and we cannot wait to bring Pompey's next step towards Wembley to you here on Fournilwrittenalloverit. That is confidence, isn't it?
That looks very confident, Tom.
We're going to bottle it, if I'm honest. I think Portsmouth 2-1, 3-1, potentially. Obviously, if it is 2-1, then extra time is a possibility, maybe penalties. And if it is penalties, I hope Catamol does score the winner.
I'm going to go...
Oh, what we're saying?
2-0 Portsmouth.
2-0 Pompey, lovely.
Score prediction tonight, my friend?
2-0 Pompey.
2-0 Pompey, so
I think it's going to be 2-1 to Pompey.
2-1, fair enough.
I mean, I thought it was 2-1 to Sunderland, I thought that, but hopefully not.
We're not going to lose this evening. Without a shadow of doubt, we are going to win.
Thank you.
3-1, come on, Blue!
2-0.
3-1 Pompey. 3-1 Pompey.
3-1
very
Pompey.
confident. 2-0. Score prediction, mate?
2-0 Pompey.
2-0 Pompey. What are you thinking, mate?
3-1 to Pompey.
3-1 Pompey, sir.
I'll keep hearing 3-1. It's got to be 3-1.
You confident tonight?
Not confident, but it's going to be. We're going to do it. 3-1.
We're going to do it. 3-1. Enjoy the game.
I reckon it's going to be 2-1 Pompey.
2-1. You confident tonight?
Yeah.
Confident.
Yes.
We're going to win it all the way to Wembley.
Extra time win.
I don't want penalties.
No,
does
no
anyone
one
want
does.
penalties?
No one does.
2-0 Pompey.
I think
We
it'd be
went
1-0.
to Sunderland and
2-1.
it was
1-0.
1-0. Okay, fair
and
enough.
the fabulous thing there was the fact that we didn't sell our allocation out and they didn't sell our allocation out. But they were nice people, so happy days. Bye.
Half-time here at Fratton Park, mate. The atmosphere is on an absolute knife edge, but it would be for a playoff semi-final. It's Pompey 0, Sunderland 0. That's not enough as it stands.
No, mate, it's not. It's half-time. Playing all a lot of football, mate. They're come here to win 1-0, haven't they, from the previous leg? So I fancy it, Tom. I think we'll get 4 in the second half. That's all what, you know, it's all part of the plan, obviously. And I think, all joking aside, mate, he's got to sort it out a little bit. I think he needs to. Otterball's not doing too much, not getting too much of the ball. Ollie Hawkins ain't getting touch as he. So I'd like to see a couple of changes. I'd like to see Jamal get on the pitch, push Otterball wide, Jamal the other side, maybe Ollie Hawkins off and Curtis on, having them 3 running up front.
In the last 2 weeks, we've seen some of the greatest comebacks in English football ever.
Yeah.
The vast majority of them have come in the last sort of 45 minutes of each game. Is that going to happen here tonight? And are you?
I'm confident it will do, Tom. Yeah. Absolutely confident, Tom.
To be fair, they haven't had many opportunities. We've had the better of the opportunities, but it's so nervy.
Hello, everyone. Well, we got to win. We got to win. Simple as that. We got to win. So whatever it takes, do it. But just win. That's all I've got to say. Win. Nothing else counts. Win.
Tactics there.
Well, this is probably one of the hardest and toughest end links we've done, mate. We had the playoffs a couple of years ago in Plymouth, and now it's that same empty feeling in the bottom of the stomach, isn't it?
Yes, mate. Well, I think that at the end of the day, mate, we didn't do enough to score, did we? A couple of good chances off the line, a couple of chances at the end. So But what do you say, Tom? We just look forward to playing next season in League One again, don't we?
Well, yeah, we do, and it's been a disappointing season. We spent the longest amount of time at the top of any team in this league this year.
Yeah, but that's the way it goes, Tom. You know, you've got to win. Well, not equal margins, mate. Sunderland weren't, you know, they came and did a job on us, didn't they? So just accept that. Congratulations to them, mate. Good luck at Wembley. But next year, mate, come back stronger, won't we?
We'll be up next year.
Come on, play up, Pompey. Sorry to interrupt myself, but I'm here with Ollie after the game, and just a bit of raw emotion for you here on Fournilwrittenalloverit before we head back to Fratton Park for the last little bit. Ollie, nice and quickly, mate, what did you make of that?
Well, Tom, you know, I don't think we did ourselves disjustice tonight. We played some good football in patches. They did what they had to do. You know, they were sitting in the corner for the last 6 to 10 minutes of the game, as we knew they were going to do. But you know, any other week, you would have seen us put away those 2 headers, like goal line saves from the keeper with close range headers that was straight at him, in fairness. But you know, he still had to make the saves. We had a corner in the first half, which was a good header by Hawkins, and again the second half a free kick, which was headed by Hawkins.
It's a pattern here, mate.
And the keeper made some good saves. So you can't really knock it. On another day, mate, we'd have scored one, taken it to extra time, maybe beaten them on penalties. It's just the way the game goes.
It's the way the game goes. That, ladies and gentlemen, is football. Back to Fratton Park. Well, there we have it. Pompey's League One campaign is over for this year. We will be back on Fournilwrittenalloverit the other side of the summer, back here in August. All we want to say is congratulations to Sunderland. Best of luck at Wembley. We did it to you early on in the season, and all the best with a return to the Championship. Fantastic big club like ourselves.
Yeah, failing that, Tom, we look forward to seeing him here again next season.
Well, exactly, yeah. We'll look forward to it, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure. We did this the other day.
Thanks, mate.
It's been great all season. All that's left for us to say is thanks to everyone for joining us here on Fournilwrittenalloverit. Couldn't quite happen today, but as we saw the other night, you've just seen with me and Ollie, Bob mentioned it earlier on in tonight's episode, Portsmouth Football Club is on the rise. It's on their way back.
We're on the way back, son.
We're looking forward to the good times. What we want to say, thank you very much to all of you viewers for watching Fournilwrittenalloverit this year. Myself and Andrew will be back all of next season to see what new exciting adventures in League One. Listen, we're saying this on the record. What's the date today? The 16th of May 2018. 2019. Will Pompey finish top of the League One season next year?
Of course we will, Tom. True blue forever, play at Pompey.
Bring it on, keep the faith. Thanks you so much for watching all year. From the bottom of our hearts, it's been an absolute pleasure to bring every week to you here on Fournilwrittenalloverit. Keep subscribing to us on YouTube. All the links and where you can support us are down below. These fans behind me, that's what it's all about, the passion for Pompey. Keep the faith, always keep the faith, and play up Pompey.
This is where we go.
So, mate, what was the plan?
The plan didn't quite come together, boys.
No? We're not planning to go out in the second leg?
No, the plan didn't quite come to fruition. So I think the plan is...
Or is this the master plan now?
It's the overall master plan for next season.
How many years is this plan consisting of?
Yeah. How many years is this plan?
Really, it's that short, boys, at the minute. I haven't had the nudge on that. But put it like this, it's at least one more season. And all will be revealed at the end of next season, Tom.
A long time to wait for the viewers, mate.
Good night, Tom.